Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to make a filtration system for this pond. We have it running for a couple of days with a really weak pump. What? We have this big wasp thing coming out of the temple. Oh shit. That... Seriously. Okay. I'm gonna make the pump myself, the filtration system, just with containers like this. Here I have some substrate and I will just clean it in here. The pond can have a little bit extra sand on the bottom. Here I also have a little bit red sand. So fish seem to look the fish seem to do good. They're already a couple of days in here. Yesterday I transferred the goldfish that was with the arowana that I bought as a feeder fish, and it's pretty big and fast. I think it's having fun. In the meantime, while I'm going to do this, I'm going to siphon out water because the water is murky and I don't want that, and I think that is also due to the fact that I'm pumping water into a filtration system that doesn't have a really fine sponge. And I only do that because I want to circulate the water and let it drop in the water. I have one little bubbler in there, but it's not bubbling really good. And I went to the shop today and I forget to buy, of course, a different air stone, because that's what I need. Is it bubbling still? Okay. Oh yeah, it's bubbling. But we need a lot of oxygenation in here, that we don't get the problem what we had a couple of days ago. So water out. That will go very slowly. The water is about, if I feel it, I guess it's something like 22 degrees. It's not really hot, but that is good for the goldies. You stay down. Okay, that will siphon. Okay, let's just start. I think this will go within half an hour, hopefully. Of course, because I'm editing, it will be even shorter. What I'm going to do is, this will be the top. So I will make it a little bit higher with Aquarium, and then the sponge is going to be on top of it, like that. It's better if it's inside, to be honest. I will cut the Aquarium, then I will make holes, and then in that one I will cut a piece a little bit more on the top, that I will get a little bit of a waterfall, hopefully. Okay, and then the pump that I'm going to use at this moment, that's a temporary pump. Where did I put it? Here. I will put this one, but this is 1,800 liter, and that is probably 1,800 liters. So divided by 3, that's 600 gallons, I think, per hour. I want to use this one. It's 4,200 liter, about 1,500 gallons, something like that. But the connection is gone. That is how I work. I buy stuff and then I lose the parts. So I have to search for that, but in the meantime we will use this one. It's no big deal, it's stronger than that one. So just let's do this quick. Where is my drill? We are going to drill holes. Yeah. But how do these animals noise? Okay, I will put it on here, maybe it's easier. Holes. So I have 3 boxes now, all drilled. I'm gonna fill them up with substrate, filter, material. This is gonna be the last box. So we are going to want to cut a slice out of it. I'm going to try to do this with this thing. To create a waterfall, something like that. A little bit higher. Yeah. Okay, I've cut. Very pretty, you can see this. I'm a pro. For the waterfall, inside is even better. But I don't think we do this for aesthetics. It's just that they have a nice filtration setup and all the pieces of plastic that are sticking out, yeah, bacteria can grow on it. So I was just thinking, I will do this. And I have another sponge in the building. I will get that in a minute. That is one system. Then I'm gonna elevate this one. I have to cut it, but my cutter is somewhere else. Okay, just cut it. Right back. So this is just pad, or whatever you call it, for sanding in factories or whatever, but it is pretty brittle. You can see through it. So I will use this for now, but it will get hard, I think, and then it will fall apart. So I will replace this tomorrow, but I need this sponge system. This will filter good enough, I think. Then I have the egg crate. We're gonna cut. Okay. Yeah, this fits good. And then we just put, I think 2 sponges is enough. Maybe even 1, but we want it high. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to elevate it with rocks, and then the rocks will also be to let you name, what you name it, bacteria on it. So let's get some rocks. Beautiful rocks from the volcano area. This is also later that I'm going to sell. We're gonna wash the rocks, and we're gonna give you guys the choice to do small, and we're gonna sell bags with bigger. This is beautiful stuff. Great. Oh yeah. This doesn't have to be too high, to be honest. This already will do the trick. Yeah, this is good stuff. That is filtration container number 1. This is filtration container number 2. Then we will have, this is number 3. So we are going to do here bio balls, and again this is plastic bio balls. I want to change them. No, I'm not gonna even do these ones. Yeah, I will do it. Man, this is the system. This is ceramic. This is better because with the bio balls they are plastic. And they will every time rub against each other, and then little pieces of plastic particles will go into the water. But for now, I will use it. But when they get older, they get brittle, and pieces will go off it. So it has to be changed. Hopefully, of course, it will rise, and then it will start going around a little bit, move. That is good stuff for aeration. Bacteria love oxygen. Yeah, we have more. I don't need more. We just use coral and oyster shell. And that's the setup. So now we are going to make an area where we're going to put it on. This is an angle, that is not good. We don't want that. So yeah, it might be okay. If the flow is strong enough. Watch out that we use a collection. Well, that's pretty much tower, filtration tower. Okay, now I need to make something for the pump. Okay. See, this is what I mean with plastic that over time gets brittle. If it is new plastic, this won't happen. No big deal. Oh yeah, this fits like a glove. Okay, now I have to submerge it. I cannot submerge it too much because electricity. I go from this side. Okay. Let me see. Let me see if it works. Yeah, so it might be too high. I hope it's going to work. Okay, I just put a flexible hose in this pump. Hopefully it will work. Because the other one was not strong enough. It is working. That's already awesome. Now I have to maneuver myself here. I have to make it stuck. I'm gonna do that. Alright, maybe just turn it on. Maybe I just use one. Yeah, one sponge is enough. That saves me a sponge. Now we have to wait. In the meantime, I will fix this. So guys, this is the filtration setup that I come up with now. As you can see, it's not giving me the waterfall that I want. This is 4,200 liter. It needs to be more powerful, so I think I need like double the amount of water. So I have to buy a different pump. I want the water to go more as a waterfall. Now it is okay, it gives enough filtration and oxygenation. So I will take that pump out, and we are going to fill up the pond until the line. And then all around, I won't show you guys that, but all around I will do plants that you won't see this plastic. And again, this pond is temporarily. I want to make something more permanent. This plastic will deteriorate in time. That's a little bit it. So sponge in the top, sponge here. This is fine sponge. You guys can see it's already filtering a little bit. So the water will be more clear as well. Here we have more brittle sponge, am I saying that? More open sponge. And here we have bio balls, the ceramic ones, and some oyster shells and coral. And then in the down the bio balls that I have to change, but I want to check what they have. But I want something that will flow for oxygenation, for the bacteria. And that's a little bit it. I hope you guys find it a little bit interesting. It works. I think this will filter really good, to be honest. But the flow has to be better. This is not what I want. I want more. Okay, see you guys later.